Having our Director Sir of GL Bajaj Institute of Technology and Management for a short interview session. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
We are pleased to have you. So the questions are basically on entrepreneurship trends in India. So we will go through the first question. So what do you think, what is the importance of entrepreneurship in the modern India, in the current age of India?
First of all, I'd like to extend my thanks to you for coming to me and taking my view related to entrepreneurship. So, I think this is very quite obvious question as far as entrepreneurship is concerned. That what is our view as far as entrepreneurship is concerned? And you can be able to understand that at present the market is changing. So I was just seeing the newspapers and other related articles. And even in case of we talk in terms of the premier institutions, you will be finding that the companies owned by the entrepreneurs are hiring a lot. So I think that today's traditions or today's transformation is that the students and as well as the youth has to think in terms of not getting a job but creating a job. So taking this into consideration, I think entrepreneurship can be a best suited options for young generations.
So there is a hindrance in thinking of the students. That means why don't the students are not much aware about it?
You're right. Let's say because it's totally depend how aware your student is. Once the students are aware, then only you will be getting the interest of the student or the options where the student can opt for entrepreneurship. The reason being, I think there are not a single reason. There are multiple reasons. I think the most important reason is that even the college or the administration level, there is no cognizance or there is no understanding of the entrepreneurship. If we can, let's say, start understanding that this has now become an important area where one has to focus, then only the college will take some initiative and they'll start, let's say, giving these basic information and setting some, let's say, facilities by which the students can think in terms of entrepreneurship and do, let's say, whatever he like, or if their interest is there, they can pursue his interest into this area. I think this is let's say, the college is not taking the initiative and we are not very proactive. That's why we are finding that the awareness among the students is not there.
So I would like to know what were your efforts or you have been thinking of promoting this trend
right
in your college?
I think, let's say, first of all, I'd like to, let's say, thanks my management who is very supportive and whenever we go for any of the ideas which is related to the students, they are very, very excited and they want to do or help the students. And this, I think you must be aware that we have already started a year back a Microsoft Innovation Center or Incubation Center. I think that is the biggest milestone which any college can achieve. So there is a facilities by which if any idea is there in the student mind, so he can go there and then work closely with the faculty members, and ultimately if he finds that some idea makes sense, then that can be incubated in a Microsoft Innovation Center. At presently we are already running 4 startups there, so that is the incubation process which we have taken forward in our college. I'm really happy to say that, let's say, we are one of the colleges who have started this initiative by putting incubation center in our campus.
So any suggestions how we at ECell GL Bajaj can improve it or can make a mark in entrepreneurship promotion?
So as you have already discussed in your second point, why the interest of the, let's say, students are not there for entrepreneurships and for incubations. I think you already know that, let's say, once if you have to establish this awareness. So what we can do in the initial phases, we start this awareness program, starting from second year onwards, third year onwards, finally, where this cell can take the lead and they can design their calendar, and based on the calendar they can do certain activities. They can start their calendar with providing the awareness program, and once they have the, let's say, about 50-100 students which are really interested in doing that, then you provide the different, let's say, go other stages, which includes, let's say, interacting with the people, interacting with the CEOs, making them aware how they can incubate, what they can form, leading to hammering the, let's say, rod, and ultimately then only you can, let's say, mold the rod. So here the problem is the student do not try. So I think that's if you keep on trying, I don't think that there will be no way, there will be no way. I think the success needs this patience, right? So you should be patient enough. You should try hard. You should contact to your administrations, make them aware what your project is, what is your idea. And hopefully I see, let's say, if any of the colleges who thinks in terms of their student, he'll definitely accept their idea and do in the interest of their student. So I think the only thing which is required is their patience and hard work.
Patience is the yes. So from what do you think, sir? Which is better, job or entrepreneurship?
I think it should be a combination of both, right? So combination of both, because once you do a job, jobs give you a great experiences, right? And once you learn these experiences, you can able to think of things of another side of a coin. Like for example, if I am sitting here, if I have not been a student, if I had not been a teacher, so I could not able to understand the problems of a student and a teacher, right? So that's why I think, let's say, once you are in a job, you learn a lot, and then once this is in you, then you should go for the entrepreneurship. So my, let's say, advice is that you do a job. Once you have, let's say, you have gained enough knowledge, then the entrepreneurship can be the best options for you.
Yes, very nice. Do a job and get back with that.
Right, and even if you say in case of a premier institutions, you'll be finding there are almost all the students, they do like this, they take a job 5-10 years, they go to the senior positions, and ultimately they start their companies, right? So that's how the things are there. So I think this is the general conditions where everybody have, they go to, they do some job, and ultimately they come for, let's say, their entrepreneurships or company development. So I think these are the best combinations.
So what do you think, sir? Should entrepreneurship must be included in college's curriculum?
I think it should not be forced. It should be leave to the student. If the student is interested, then there should be option for the course where we can say, let's say, you can join these entrepreneurship courses or another type of courses. But before that, every college should have a cell. Every college should have a process. Every college should have a structure which can support these entrepreneurs. Right? Let's say I've already given you, let's say we are thinking on that and we have already started the tuition centers. I am happy to say, there are 2 students of our college who have started their company. So I think this is a live example in front of you where our college students have started this started his own company, which is incubated in our campus. So I think that's the best motivation we can have.
So those 2 companies are? Surely, sir, we have planned much and get through this. So there are many students which have idea or plan and they start working, but somehow they get misguided or they are unable to execute it. So what is the reason behind it? What do you see from your prospect that how they are not able to execute it, but they are having very nice plan or idea?
Well, my thinking, this is my personal understanding. I think today's youth, they want a very instantaneous result, right?
Whether he should be devoted to his studies, devoted to the work, when he starts to think to scale up. So what way should he choose to manage his time, and along with that he is able to catch with the course curriculum or the college curriculums?
Now, let's say, to understand this, we have to first see, let's say, the engineering present, say, we are thinking that engineering is taking a different shape. Here we are finding that we are taking it as a 9 to 5 job, 9 to 5 classes. But generally it is not the case, it is 24/7. And if you take it in 24/7 bracket, you will be finding that if you are living in a residential campuses, I'm talking about colleges, where you have the residential campuses, and generally your classes are in 5-day or maximum. For particular week you can have 60 classes. Then you have Sundays, then out of 5 o'clock, you have enough time to do this. So that's only the time management which you have to do, right? So if you want to do simultaneously, think of in terms of entrepreneurship, definitely you require a good time management. The best part is that, let's say, nowadays commuting time is very large. Whenever you say if somebody is staying in Delhi or Noida, and he is commuting to Britain, you know already, let's say, he or she is wasting 1.5 hours. So that can be utilized by, let's say, shifting or thinking of to reside in a residential campus or nearby, so that your commuting time is less. So ultimately, let's say it's a management of time. It is to be taken care by the individual person. If you can be able to manage the time, I think that's not a problem. You can do anything.
They should utilize the gaps.
Yeah, whatever time is available with you, you have to just manage these times. You have enough time, I think. There are so many vacations, so many. Let's say even if you see the calendar of any of the academic institutions, even if you talk about this month, you'll be finding there are 10, 15, 12 say, holidays.
Yes.
So how to utilize these holidays, this is up to you. So one person can waste the holidays by just, let's say, enjoying. The second person can think of, let's say, I can utilize it by
Executing some work.
by doing working on my passion, working on my entrepreneurship, or working on my, let's say, idea of creating your organization. So this is how the things are. Let's say, you have to just manage the time. You can manage the time. That's it. Doing anything is not a problem.
So the last question: if there is a student who is pursuing entrepreneurship, how does he select the mentorship or the guidance factor from college? Where should he first step to get the guidance, to get the mentorship?
As I have discussed with you, at present we have opened a gate related to CSNI. That is, it's a very, very structured format where you can get every let's say, help standing to the student. If you have any idea in your mind, I want to create an entrepreneurship. So I think it's a very simple process if you want to open your organizations, if you want to open your company. So the simplest step is that just you have to write an application to us. As far as our alumni is concerned, we see what is your idea, and then the second point is that, let's say, how you think that the market will be doing. What is your expectations and what is your projections? If we feel like, let's say, the idea which you are giving makes sense, it is feasible idea, and you can go through that, and all the problem is already sorted out, right? So it doesn't require a space, it doesn't require a computer, it doesn't require a person. So I think that all these things are major factor which is required to open any organization so that can be set up. It's a free of cost process. So I think that can be a golden chance for any of the students. The only thing is that you should have a good idea, and whatever predictions he is taking, that should make sense. Ultimately, it should not lead to a closure. Right? So this is the only thing which he has to consider. So whatever their progression is there, whatever their forecasting is there, that should make sense. That's our thing.
So the summary of your answer is he should have a robust plan.
He should have a robust plan. He should be confident in it, and ultimately, whatever idea he is working on, that should make sense. So that will be as per the needs of the people.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thanks.